welcome to Moment of Truth. Today on Moment of Truth, we're going to be talking about rest and relaxation. My name is Nadia Ashon, and of course, my co-host,
David Chipodi.
And we have our wonderful guest here, Deacon Dr. Kubi Apia, or Apia Kubi, who is going to be our guest, and he's going to be talking to us about how important it is to be able to rest and how important it is to be able to really enjoy your summer. So welcome. And of course, if you are watching the program, please share and have others also watch it with us, so that if you have any questions about rest and relaxation, you can definitely ask us and we'll be able to answer them. Thank you so much. So our first question.
Yes. So what does... Oh, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Patrick Apia Kubi. I am actually an educator, and I'm a member of the church. I'm a father of one. Maybe that's all right.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. So what does relaxation mean to you? When we say relaxation, what does it mean?
So relaxation basically means releasing yourself of stress. It's a time where you want to release your brain and your entire body of the stress that your body has gone through, your brain has gone through, and basically to regain your strength and then go back to your daily or your normal activities again. So basically that is what relaxation is, and it also helps you to release anxiety and any form of fatigue that you have. It helps you to relieve that as well.
So do you schedule this? Do you schedule relaxation, or is it something that happens naturally?
You can. It depends on your schedule. Most of the times you can do it. For me, I try to do it early in the morning because I'm an early person. So I try to do it early in the morning before I leave for the office. It helps me focus and then be more attentive. But you can also do it late in the evening before you go to sleep. It will help you, especially if you have sleeplessness and other stuff. It will help you to have good sleep and then also relax your body when you sleep. So it depends on you and what you want to do.
Means you're not counting sleep as relaxing in itself, because you're like...
Sleep
is sleep.
Relaxing, but there are some cases where, somebody would go to sleep and they would never sleep. It's because they are still stressed out and they are thinking of what they are going to do tomorrow. And that alone can cause you sleeplessness.
Right.
And so going through this activity would ease off. You would clear your mind of all these anxieties and stress, and that can help you sleep. So if you're somebody who have issues with sleep, it's a good thing to do it before you go to sleep, to help you clear off your mind so that you don't think of things that you're going to do tomorrow. Because once you take that thing to your sleep, there's the likelihood that you would probably not close your eyes till the following morning. Or you sleep, but you won't have enough sleep.
You sleep, but you'll be awake.
I see. Yes. So we are talking about rest. So most people don't think about relaxation. Like you think people think when you sleep you are relaxing, but you're thinking you have to do something before you actually rest in order for you to actually relax and then go to sleep.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So is there a technique that you use to relax yourself in order for you to be able to do what you need to do?
The couple of recommendations have been made. Sometimes, even in the medical sector, sometimes some doctors recommend yoga for people. You do deep breathe and breathe out, just to ease off your mind of things that are going on around you, your daily activities, the bills and everything that are around you, just to have a time for yourself to just ease off your mind, offload all the things that are in your mind so that your body will relax. So it's most of the recommended ones, like I said, is doing deep breath in. So you breathe in and out. You inhale in enough oxygen and then you bring it out. It helps you to clear off some of these things. And Harvard Medical School came up with, they did a research on the benefits of doing this.
Okay.
According to their research, it helps to reduce high blood pressure, hypertension, stroke, sleepless, all sort of things.
This relaxation techniques.
Just doing this deep breath relaxation techniques.
Okay.
Example, the yoga, and they have other types. I think the Chinese have the Tai Chi and other things. All these things help your body to relax so that it can restore itself from all the stress and the fatigue that it's going through.
I see.
Thanks.
Wow, that's important.
Yeah.
Because most times I don't think we definitely practice relaxation. You know, we say I'm relaxed. Like people think about relaxation as not doing anything or watching TV. You know, to them that is relaxation. But this is a conscious effort to do something to put your body in a state of relaxation.
Correct. Yeah. And if most Africans, like you're saying, most Africans we don't even do that.
No,
we don't know that. But when you take the Asians, especially the Chinese and the Indians, the Chinese in particular, when they do that, some of them are very old and very strong and active. It's because they do this. Okay. You know, when they do this and they make it a daily routine, just to do that before they go out or before they sleep. And it helps their body to always look fresh and renewed and restored. Because we don't do that, our bodies are always stiff and, you know, fatigue is always eating into us, and that is why little sickness or whatever, you hear somebody is dead. But when you continue to do this as a form of exercise, it helps you to ease off all these excess that is in your system, and it helps you to be active and strong as well.
You know, this is really very important. And I remember as Christian, you know, we always say put everything to God. And I remember one time someone was talking about yoga exercise, and one person said, oh, isn't it a Western practice? So if it's a Western practice, it means that it's not good. So sometimes preconceived notion about what something is or where the origin of something is prevent Christians from even practicing that technique of yoga or relaxation because you associate with a bad connotation. So will you shed some light on it to make sure that our Christian people that are watching understand that it is not something bad, even though it has Western or Eastern origin to it?
Well, when we talk of deep breath, or it's similar to meditation that we do as Christians. Usually when we meditate, sometimes when we read scriptures, and even God, when he created the universe, in Genesis, it says on the seventh day he rested. And when he gave the Israelites the laws, he told them you can do everything, but on the seventh day, which is on the Sabbath day, you have to rest. And so when you go to the Jewish community, on the Sabbath day, they don't do anything.
Nothing. They won't even cook.
They won't, nothing.
They won't cook.
So whatever they cook before Sabbath, they have to make sure it's enough to take them through Sabbath.
That's it.
But we do not do that.
No.
Even on the days that we are supposed to rest, we find ourselves on our phones doing other things, and our bodies are not resting.
No.
And that is the problem we have. And so when we talk of relaxation or doing deep breath, which people call it yoga or other stuff, personally, I think it's something that God knew that we needed rest, and that is why he instituted that. And so as Christians, and there are some Christian organizations that encourage deep, especially when they said when you want to hear God speak to you. Most of the times we read the Bible and we expect God to talk to us, but as soon as we finish reading, we just set off and we are done. You know? But then if we take time, we spend time doing quiet time, and after reading and praying, we slowly meditate and then deep breathe, recite the verses that we've done. It's doing two things for us. One, it's giving us it's restoring our body for us, and the two, it is drawing us closer to God. It's allowing God to talk to us. So to me, I do not think doing deep breathing is, as a Christian, is contrary to what the Bible says.
Okay.
Thank
you
you
so
very
much.
much. So let's look at, you were talking about God rested on the seventh day. So let's talk a little about vacation and how it fits into relaxation and being rejuvenated.
Okay. So vacation itself, it's the term vacation, you know, was coined by the Americans. When you go to Europe, they call it holidays.
Of course.
And Europe has a very good policy on taking holidays off work, and they pay you to go on holidays.
They do.
Because they know the need for it. If you want your employees to be productive, they have to take holidays. And so in America, when it started with the wealthy society, the Rockefellers and the Carnegies. They had vacation homes. And usually during summer, they would take off for maybe a month or 2 weeks, just go stay there, just close their minds off what is happening in the world. And that helps them to relax themselves, and also it helps in creating bonds, especially if you do it with your family. It helps building the bond with you and your family, especially your children. These days, most of us do not do that.
No, we don't.
We do not even have connection with our kids.
Oh, yes.
And so it's, to me, vacation would help one to build a family bond, and then also to close you, kind of shut you off what is happening in the world, all the surroundings and noise and the stress that is going on in the world, so that you can restore, you know, your body to its strength before you resume your daily chores again.
Okay. I like that. I like the fact that vacation is important. So if you are watching our program, this is Moment of Truth, and we are talking about relaxation, vacation, enjoying your summer. It is June. The kids are coming home from the summer break, and as a parent, you are scratching your head thinking, what am I going to do with them for the next 2 months? Here it is, we're telling you, you need to take some time off from your busy schedule and spend some time with them, so that way they really will enjoy their summer. And that is important, family bonding time. So that's good.
So do you feel you have enough vacation time?
Well,
Or would you want some more?
That's a good question.
Do I have
You
enough?
never have enough too
You can
much.
never have enough of vacation, because if you it's your wish to always, you know, traveling and then always be traveling, sightseeing, enjoying nature, and that is what vacation is. But you can never have enough
Of course
you
not.
know, because you always have to. And in this country, they give you maybe 1 month. If you're lucky,
If you are
sometimes they give
lucky.
you 2 weeks.
2 weeks
One
is the
week.
2 weeks is
And
some
so
people
even
have.
the vacation that you have to enjoy, sometimes you rush through it and you don't see the benefit of it.
That's true.
You know, so to me, I can never have enough of vacation. If I get it, I will. You know.
Yeah.
So long as I have the resources to do it, I would, because health-wise, it's good for me. And in terms of family bonding, it's also good. So I would always do that.
Talking about family and vacation and everything, what are some activities you find relaxing for yourself and for your family? Maybe somebody's out there wondering what they can do. Maybe you can throw some ideas out there. What do you personally find relaxing? What are some activities you find relaxing?
So some activities that are relaxing, sometimes having one, you know, quiet time. For you personally, you can have some quiet times. You can set some times aside where you decide that no phones, nothing, no gadgets, nothing. You just stay and then have some quiet time, you know, ease off. That is one way of relaxation. Other activities that you can do, sometimes it depends, maybe if you have you're interested in maybe sports or soccer or whatever, you can do some sports activities as a form of relaxation, easing your mind off. Because the mind takes so much, and the mind produces so much energy that from time to time we need to do certain activities just to relax our minds so that we do not overstress ourselves. And so sometimes you can do maybe hobbies that you like. Do not read.
I was thinking reading is relaxation.
You are still
engaging your mind.
Engaging your mind. Do something that would be less stressful on your mind. So any hobby that you think would be, you can go sightseeing, just enjoy nature, or you can just take a stroll, walk around, just enjoy the fresh air that is outside. All these are forms of relaxation that you can do instead of doing something that would also stress out your mind.
I think it's important when you talk about the individual, but just imagine that you have a family of 4 or 5, including yourself. What do you think? What activity will incorporate them so that way you don't feel like, I think one of the things I've learned that everybody is in different places in their house. That you're like, oh, I'm vacation, but we are not together as family. So what will you encourage people to do?
Well, you can. There are a lot of games. In Ghana, we have so many games that we can play as family, and even here, there are some games that you can play as family. These things,
Ludo is one of them.
Ludo, yeah, Ludo or Wari. Playing card games, poker
Monopoly.
games.
I love Monopoly. Yep, I love those games.
I tell you, you can spend 2 or sometimes 3 hours.
Playing a game.
And all you're doing is just enjoying the family time together, releasing yourself off the stress and all, because these things are very important and very vital. So if you can do some of these things as part of your vacation, doesn't always mean you have to travel.
That is so true.
Sometimes you can just stay at home and you decide, maybe one holiday you decide we are not going anywhere today. We are not moving any car. We just stay home. We just do activities that would, be very fruitful, would encourage the bond that is between the family and all that. Or you can even just talk.
Wow,
you can
that's a challenge to some family.
Yeah, you can talk, bring up topics that are of interest, and then talk about it. All these things would help you relax yourselves.
Okay. So if you have joined us, we are talking about rest, relaxation, and really enjoying the summer. And I think as Christians, we tend to be very focused on doing things, but we tend to forget to take time for ourselves and relax. So if you're watching us, take opportunity to really think about things that you like to do to relax, and what are the things that you are doing that is not causing you to relax, because you need to relax and rest. So thank you.
Yeah. Anything you do and then it's supposed to be relaxing, but it makes you feel tired, you are not actually really relaxing. I realized that about myself. Like, children like to play on the park, but for me, taking you to the park is not very relaxing. I want to do it for you, but it's not for me, because at the park, I'm so vigilant, looking around, making sure you're safe. By the time I get home, I'm tired. But somebody else will take children to the park and come back relaxed. So I think that when you finish doing anything that you think needs to be relaxing, and you feel tired, you need to change that relaxation.
That's true.
For
That
you,
is so
you have
true.
to
That is so true. Park for me is relaxation. I could go to the park and be on the swing with the kids, and I'm fine. I just talk to them and I say, stay right here, and I'm okay, and I could connect with them, and it's fine with me. So it's definitely important to find what is relaxing for you, and you really practice that.
That's the key thing, and I think there were, these deep breathing activities that I described. Some people came out to say that, well, when they use the techniques, they don't see the effects of it. And one of the specialists who did the research was like, you have not identified what you really have to do to relax your body. And that is why you're not benefiting from that. There are different techniques that you can do to help you relax. So if you try one and it's not working for you, try the other
one. That is so true. That is so true. So we are talking about relaxation. I think for me personally, I know you said reading doesn't relax you. For me, reading random books, it doesn't have to be a textbook. It has to be like a storybook, something that it doesn't intellectually engage me. It just, like a story. Some people watch a movie and they are relaxed. Movie to me doesn't relax me, so I would not go to the movie theater to relax. So it is definitely important to find what relaxes you. Books relax me, but books may not relax somebody. So it's really important to find what you can do to really relax your body, before you think about anything else.
Right. Yeah.
That's very important, and it's very true. Yeah. But like you said, some people can read. Some books may relax you, some may not.
Yeah.
So if it's books that will relax you, find the right books that can relax you, and just read them. And then also, the time of the day that you read them is also very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to read when you are about to go to sleep. Sometimes it may be stressful on you.
It is.
So the time of the day that you read is also very important.
Yeah.
Especially when you want to relax your body.
That is true, because I could pick a book to read, and my husband would tell them, it's like, it's 12 o'clock, you're still reading. Because I got so wrapped up in the book, I don't want to put the book down. And so remember, moment of truth. If you are spending the time reading a book and it's 12 midnight, you're not going to get enough rest. so be honest with yourself and just try to, what will relax you, not spending all the time reading when you could have actually get a good night rest doing something else.
Some people think relaxation, can you tell us the difference between relaxation and idleness? Like you're relaxing and versus you're just being idle. Can you differentiate it a little?
When you're idle, you are being lazy. You just don't want to, your body doesn't want to do anything. But you're not relaxed because maybe your mind is thinking of other things. When we talk of relaxation, you're really easing yourself and your mind especially of things or thoughts that would engage you, that would put stress on you. And so idling yourself around the house and not, easing your mind and your brain off the activities that are around you is not relaxation. So that is the difference between the two. And that is why I said, if you really want to see the effect of it, set a time if you want to relax, set a time for yourself and say that, for the next 30 minutes, I'm not going to think of anything. I just want to relax myself. I just want to, cool down, cool my mind off. And if you cannot, if you're somebody who cannot do that, you can, take a quick nap. Just lie down and then don't think of anything. Just to relax your body. That is what relaxation is.
Yeah. And we relax after we've done something, right? So if we haven't done anything, we just walk around. It's not relaxing. It might be building stress on you, actually.
Yeah.
When you work hard and then you relax, you feel that you're taking a break.
Yes. Yeah.
And you really know it's.
Yeah, and it's important. And I think it's important. Most people can think about random things that they need to do, that they actually don't do anything. It's like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, but you are not progressively doing anything. Then you're like, okay, I'm trying to rest now. Your mind is still busy, like trying to figure out what next. But if you have something to do, it's okay, do A to Z, and then you take a break, and then you rest, and then you continue, then you feel like you have accomplished something. Yes. But if you are not taking a break, but you are constantly trying to do this like a mouse, you are spinning yourself around. So moment of truth, if you have to do something, do it, take a break, and get back to it again. And then somehow you'll be more productive.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, it's very important that you do that also. Yeah, and one thing that I like about these whites is when they decide to do something, they are very consistent.
Oh, of course.
And they have a calendar that they follow. So if they say that, okay, every day from 7 to 8, I'm just going to relax, they won't even turn on their phones.
Of course.
they won't do anything. You know, they want to make sure that they do that because they know what they are getting from that. And so it's important that we learn some of these things, you know, as we relate with them and we relate in society. We learn some of these things to help us. It's, for me, I think personally, it's good for your system.
It is.
Because your system needs rest. If you do not rest, you're going to crash. And so your system have to rest. It's very critical that your system rests. And so set time for yourself so that your system will rest. If you are somebody who cannot sleep at night, try to find time during the day where you can, at least, even if you cannot sleep, you have to rest your system. You have to rest so that your system will rejuvenate and then it will restore itself.
And as we're talking, you might think that it's something big that you cannot do. We start with baby steps, you know. Just take a timer. The first time, decide that for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to rest 2 minutes. I'm going to practice resting for 2 minutes. So you just set a timer from this time to this time. Then you rest for 2 minutes. You start seeing how sweet rest is. And you would like to increase it to 5 minutes and to 10.
Yeah.
So start with something as small as 2 minutes and see how it works. If you don't start at all, you think it's something that is
Yes, no
unreachable, doesn't have a value. But if you start, you will see that taking a rest, it actually really helps you to feel well. Sometimes we feel sick not because we're sick, it's just we're tired. You just take a rest and you're fine. You're ready to go.
Yeah, you know one thing that I love, if you have children, you remember when children don't take a nap. No matter what you do to them, when their nap time comes, they want to take that nap. And if they take that nap, they wake up and they are refreshed. They are not cranky anymore. That's the human body. The human body needs a break. And if we are training ourselves to be robots, we end up getting tired, getting sick, and we can't do much with our body, and we pop more pills. We are a generation that pop pills because you're like, oh, I have a headache. Well, why do you have a headache? You have a stress headache. Are you relaxing? You know, sometimes you just remember that the light has been on for so long, or you have been watching the computer for maybe 10 hours non-stop. All you need to do is take a break. But we don't do that. We just pop more pills. You open your purse and you pick a medication and you pop more pills. And you continue to overwhelm that body. So we are telling you, rest, relaxation, your body needs it. It really needs it.
It does.
It's very important. And when you look at in the old days, the 80s and the 60s and all that, people could grow all the way to 150. And you ask me, how did they do that? They were not stressing themselves with phones and all these things.
No.
You know, back then in where we come from, people would just, maybe from 4 or whatever, they go do their work, and then when they come home, they will sit down and then rest.
Of course.
Because there's no TV and there's no phone or anything.
Yeah.
So they can get time to rest.
Yes.
And that is why they live longer. But these days, we don't have that opportunity. You know, we come home and instead of resting, we are on our phones, we are watching
into the
TV,
technology again.
And so our minds are always busy.
Yes.
And so it's putting so much stress on us that we break down eventually.
We do.
And so it's something that, you know, we really have to inculcate that in our lifestyle, and that would help us.
And I think it's important with mental health. You know, one of the things that most people don't realize, mental health problem is on the rise. Why is it on the rise? Because we haven't learned how to cope. We cannot rest, we cannot relax, we don't cope with issues. Even children are feeling the effect of not taking time out. You know, we don't take time out for anything. Our kids wake up in the morning, the first thing they do is pick up the phone. And they'll be on the technology until the time that they go to sleep. But we need to put a break in there so that way they actually release some of the stress that they are put on their brain. Because if we don't do that now, you know, their generation will end up with more mental problem than our generation. Our generation is also experiencing some rising mental issues. Rest and relaxation is the best medicine, the best cure for any of those issues that we have out there. So moment of truth, think about yourself. think about what you can do to really help yourself, because it's not the medicine or it's not the doctor who's going to prescribe the things. You personally have to start prescribing the medication that you need, and that is rest. You need rest.
Yeah. Summer is here. We've taken off all those heavy mittens and everything.
The heavy jacket.
Yes.
Get some air.
Get
over your body. Need some fresh air.
Yeah.
It's beautiful outside.
It is.
It's light. Like at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's really bright outside. You can actually go for a walk.
Yeah.
I go for a walk in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I just walk maybe 30, 45 minutes in my neighborhood, come back, and I feel
fresh
good.
And energetic. Yeah.
I really feel good. And so I'm highly encouraging. It doesn't cost money. Rest and relaxation shouldn't cost you money.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't be like, this is not the time for you to go to the gym. In the winter time, I could understand going to the gym, but not in the summertime. There's no need for membership in the summertime. Mother Nature will do the best.
Yeah.
You just need to go out there and just go for a walk.
Yeah. So, doctor, what are some things that you love? Some of your favorite things that you do during summer?
Summertime with your family or by yourself?
We love traveling a lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we love
Tell us
traveling.
about traveling.
Yes.
We love traveling. Sometimes we go to visit family. Sometimes we just take a vacation and all that. So if you want to, make that part of a family bonding, vacation as part of family bonding, there are means that you can do that. It's not like those days where only the wealthy could do it. These days, there are timeshares that you can invest in, and you take time off during some part of the year just to go, relax yourself and get together with your family. There are also these days all these different websites. They have these vacation packages. Sometimes some of them are very relatively cheap. You can get some of these. Sometimes you can even go a cruise. And a friend told me he's from Jamaica, but his parents are from Florida. He said if you get to Florida today, and if you want to go on a cruise for $50, you can do that.
Of course.
Because all these cruise ships are there and they are looking for people. So when you get there, you can. So if you want to take off and then go on a vacation, there are different avenues that you can use. One, it helps. Like I said, it helps with the family bonding, and it also gives you exposure.
Of course.
You get to know different cultures. You get to know how to relate with people. So it's not just the relaxation aspect that you get, but you also get exposed to other things, which is very good for you.
So you say you travel a lot. If you have to name 3 places that you have gone that has like the best place to go, where would that be? The best.
Well, most of my traveling work related, but then in terms of family vacation, Massanutten, I don't know if you've heard of it.
Massanutten, nope. Where is that?
It's in Virginia. It's in the mountains.
Okay, never heard about it.
It's a resort place, but you have to have timeshares over there. And then you can even go to Pennsylvania. There are very interesting places in Pennsylvania, like Hershey Park and all these places. You can go to. You don't even have to travel afar. You can go to Bowie. Six Flags. You can go to Kings Dominion. Just spend a day there. Enjoy yourself. All these are part of some of the vacation activities that you can do. Or if you want, Florida is the best place.
He said Florida is the best place. So if you are watching
or if
us,
you want to go to Hawaii.
Oh yes, Hawaii and Florida, but Florida is the best place. But this is moment of truth. One of the things that I've seen, when we talk about vacation, for me in particular, I like Six Flags being right here in our neck of the woods. So you can actually get a membership for Six Flags that you can take the kids to go maybe 2 or 3 times in a month, or whatever your schedule is. You can take them every day if your schedule present itself during the summertime. But there's stuff, you go to Six Flags, there's stuff you can do. There's pool there, there's, So, right, there's other things that you can do with the family. That it doesn't mean that, you know, you're always at home. And a season ticket is cheaper than going there every day and paying for stuff. And I believe membership is also cheaper, but I would say season ticket, at least for the season, you buy it and then you use it.
I heard there's some particular time in the year. I don't know the exact time, but there's a particular time in the year where you can get, it's really discounted.
Oh, yes.
The season ticket.
Oh, yes. It was
So
like
you can
last
buy-
week.
Oh, it was last week.
Yep,
Right?
yep, last
So you
week.
can buy it, and then you
Yep.
can go to any Six Flags you want.
Any Six Flags, and it's a
as
couple.
many times as you want to go.
Yeah,
It's good for the kids.
it is. It
Because
is.
if they come home and they don't have anything to do, you would be in trouble.
Yes.
And that would even increase your stress level.
It will increase your stress
You know,
level.
they would give you
Headache.
headache.
Yep.
I'm bored and I'm this and I want
Yep.
to do this. But then if you plan these activities and you get them busy, it will also help you
Yes.
and it will help them. So, you know, some of these things help.
Yes.
And you can get some of them very cheap these days.
Yeah. It's an investment. You know, sometimes we think about investment as something that is, you know, but it's investment in your mental well-being and also their health. You know, so think about it. Okay, it may cost you money, but that money is well spent. So don't think about how much money you are dishing out. Think about the overall value that you get from spending that money at the end of the day, because your child will be happy, and believe me, you will appreciate the time that they spend there, because when they come, they are tired, and they will go to rest.
They'll be knocked out.
They will be knocked out, so think about that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are talking about, you know, rest, relaxation, the summer. So what are some of the activities that you personally think family need to plan when it comes to the summer? Because kids are out for 2 months. So as an instructor, as a parent, what do you think parents should be planning for when they have that 2 months off? Because sometimes parents don't do any plan at all, and then they expect the 2 months to be magically disappear, and then they wonder why the kids are not productive. So what we encourage our parents or family out there, moment of truth, what we
Well,
encourage them.
if you can get them into summer programs, that is good. But then if they cannot get into summer programs, and you are busy, because most of us
Go to work.
are so busy during the day, we have to go to work, and we don't even take our vacations.
No, we don't.
You know, but the thing is, it's a paid vacation. You have to take it. But some of us, we love working so much that, you know, we don't take our vacations and they just go waste.
Oh, yes. Some people actually lose their
They
vacations.
lose their vacations.
I cannot imagine losing my vacation. I'm sorry. I will take it.
Yeah, it's something that you have to.
It's given.
It's
You earn
given,
it.
and they
You earn
encourage
it.
you.
Yes, you earn
They
it.
encourage you to do it because your employer knows the benefits of you taking a rest,
Vacation,
and that is why they give you that. Because if you don't take the rest, you don't become productive.
Yes.
And so when you are not productive, you start making mistakes, and it may even cost you your job. And so when they give you the vacation time, it's very critical that you take it, you know, so that you can restore your system and then go back energized and active to do whatever you become more productive. So what you can do is, and I know some people do not get vacation. It depends on the job that you do. If you do double or whatever, it's difficult for you to say you're taking a vacation. So maybe what you can do is at least try that as the kids are home on the weekends, you try as much as possible to find some activities. The activities around, like Six Flags, go somewhere that is not very far, that you don't have to travel far. You know, and try to put these in, try to take off the weekends. It's very critical for you and for the kids, so that you can do some of these things together.
That's good. You know, I think most times we look at the vacation or we look at the summer as a time to rest. But in the concept of resting, sometimes we miss planning the resting in the vacation itself. So, you know, here our guest is telling us that the weekends, at least the weekends, because most people work so much that even the weekends they are working. But during the summertime, please, if you can, take those weekends out so that we have time to do stuff. And I think most times the weekend is the time where more activities are going on.
Yes.
Church is having a picnic, graduation parties, the kids want to do stuff. So if you are working the weekend, you stress yourself out and you also stress the kids out because then you can't take them anywhere else. So if you can take the weekend off, please do. So that way you actually have more time to really enjoy all the weddings.
At least they get to meet somebody somewhere.
That is so true.
They get to dress up and go somewhere.
That is true. They get to go to the pool and sit down and play.
Right.
You know.
It's easier to say this though, but you know, I think we have to try our best. We always look at the bills that are coming in, and we're like, you know, I cannot miss 1 hour of work or days because I have bills to, you know. But if we always focus on the bills, we would always, you know, stress ourselves. There's this story that I heard, and I don't know if it's true or not, but there was this woman in New York that I heard that, you know, she had a dream car that she wanted to buy, and so she worked double shifts throughout for like a whole 2 years or so.
Oh, wow.
Without even resting, just to get her dream car.
Wow.
And then when she got a dream car, 1 week after the dream car, she died.
Oh.
She collapsed. You know, because her system was so tired and so stressed.
She didn't enjoy it.
She didn't enjoy it. She died 1 week after getting her what she needed. And so if we follow the bills and the money, we may lose very important things in life. And so we have to try our best, you know, to take a break off work, you know, just to take our minds off work and then relax our minds, relax our body, relax our systems before we go back. That way it helps. If there's any injury in our system, it helps our body to recover from those injuries.
No, viewers, this is interesting. This story actually ties in with when we talked about living debt-free, and we talked about not trying to buy the most expensive thing out there, being able to be satisfied with living with, like, you don't need designer shoes to be happy. You should just have shoes, comfortable shoes, you know, so that if this person was trying to just live the normal life, not stress too much, maybe she'll be alive now, enjoying some 2x4 car, but enjoying life, you know.
And I think that also tying with the concept that people are having in Ghana now, or where they are calling our homes. You know, people live in America, they live in apartments, or they live abroad, they live in apartments, and they are building their dream houses in Ghana. And they work double, triple to build these dream houses. And they are calling them funeral home. Because by the time you finish building the house, you have overworked yourself to the point where you die before you actually enjoy the house.
Oh, no.
So we need to really balance our dreams and our expectation in our future. Because if you're only living for the future and you are not enjoying the present, by the time the future comes, you're too tired.
You're not even here to enjoy the future.
You know, because the future is not guaranteed. But the here, the today, that's why it's called the present. God has given us today so we enjoy. He said live life to the fullest. So if you're not living life to the fullest and you're planning for the future that you may never see, what is the purpose? We don't say don't plan. Please plan. But remember to really enjoy today.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Relax.
One day at a time.
Take life one day at a time.
Yes, yes. As Christians, we are definitely blessed with so many things. And sometimes we forget to count our blessings. And we forget to enjoy and smell the roses and take time out for the important things in life. Enjoy it. Because when it's gone, it's gone. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You know, so that is important. So as we're talking, you know, what advice will you give others to make sure that they have a productive, you know, summer, like this summer, really? How can they have a productive one?
Like I said earlier, if you can get your kids, if you cannot take time off, and if you can get your kids to enroll in summer programs, that would help you, because when they are gone, you also can take time to rest when you are home, or even when you go to work. And other things that you can do, like taking weekends off, you know, to take a short trip.
Okay.
You know, we love to take short trips. I remember maybe like last month or so, Because I travel most of the times for work-related stuff, I accrue a lot of points. And so one of my points was about to expire, and I didn't want it to expire. So we took a short trip just to Virginia, just to sleep in a hotel and then come back. You know, and that was even relaxing because when we got there, the little girl got a chance to swim in the pool and she enjoyed it.
Of course.
You know, so you can do something just a quick getaway. You know, there are so many places around us. You can even take a time, just go to DC, walk around, you know, enjoy the beautiful architecture over there. All these things are things that you can plan into your summer. I can tell you, somebody have been in Maryland for God knows how long, maybe 10 years or whatever, but they don't even know White House.
Oh, of course.
Or even Capitol Hill.
Of course.
So these are some of the things that you can plan into your summer activities.
Yeah.
You know, take time off on the weekends, take the kids there, just walk around, you know, and this would help you to also relax and then, you know,
that's true.
ease off the stress and all that.
And somebody have been in Maryland, they have never been to Ocean City.
Oh,
so if you're in Maryland and you haven't been to Ocean City, please go to Ocean City. Don't go there during the weekend. Go there during the weekdays where it's not a lot of traffic. But, you know, we have a lot of things in Maryland that you can really enjoy. And no matter where you are, anywhere, there's things that you can do to rest and relax. So that way your whole summer, because during the winter time, you are indoor. You know, during the winter time, it's too cold to be outside. So during the summertime, please, please, please go out there and do something fun and relax and really enjoy yourself out there. So.
Yeah. And
talk of Ocean City. I have a colleague who he every weekend he leaves on Friday and then he doesn't come to work on Mondays. So he's there on Friday. He comes back on Monday and then he returns to work on Tuesday. In the summer, every weekend.
Of course.
Because and I asked him, why do you do this? And he's like, that is when I get chance to spend with my family. And we also, you know, relax as a family. So they do this every weekend. You know, you think he's probably wasting money, but he's not.
No.
Because when he comes back energized and restored. And so if we decide to follow the money and not getting time for ourselves, we would end up, you know, with all sort of sicknesses and diseases, and the money that we go looking for, we would have to spend the money to cure ourselves.
Oh, of course, of course.
You know, and so it's very important that we try to do some of these things. It will help us, you know, it will help our body, it will help our mind, and then it would also you know, give us healthy living.
It does. It really does. I know people that they say when they think about vacation, they pack their bag and go to Ghana. I love Ghana, don't get me wrong, but to me, Ghana is not a vacation. Ghana is just, when you get to Ghana, there's so much stuff that you need to do family-wise that I can go to Ghana and say I'm on vacation.
It depends. It depends on the person. Some people go to Ghana to relax. And they can rest.
Okay.
You know, so it depends on you as a person. For me personally, each time I go to Ghana and I'm coming back, I feel so stressed out that I'm coming back.
Okay, because of the bills.
no.
Not just because of the bills, but because
You're coming to run around.
Yes, you're coming to run around. But in Ghana,
you are rested.
You are rested. You are always relaxed.
Okay.
You know, and everything is very relaxed over there.
Okay.
But when you come here, you are always on the move. And so it depends on
the person.
Okay.
Yes. So here we are talking moment of truth. What relaxes one person may not be the same thing that relaxes you. So find what relaxes you. So, you know, if vacation in Ghana relaxes you, please, please go. If it doesn't relax you, please don't force yourself. Because you go and you are stressed out, you come back, you stress out. So we just really, the whole point of this program is to tell you, you need to find what makes you relax. So you can rest and you can really enjoy the time that you have. Because if you don't rest and you don't relax, you end up causing yourself more harm in the long run. So rest and relaxation and really enjoying the summer.
And a point of caution, when you take a vacation, I know you have to take your phones with you or your gadgets with you, but try to restrict the use of it.
Okay.
It also helps. I know some people, when they go on vacation, they would never take their phone.
Wow.
They would never respond to an email, not even a phone call, nothing. They are vacationing. So these things, they see them as distractions.
Of course.
So when you go on vacation, you still need it for emergency sake, but try to restrict the use of it so that you would at least rest your system and your body whilst you're on vacation.
Okay, that's good. That's a good practice. I know somebody who cannot even live 1 hour without their phone. So just imagine if they leave their phone for more than 1 hour, they will be more stressed. So, so that is called addictive behavior. So you have to win yourself of those addictive behavior when it comes to technology, because it's there to help us. But if we use it too much, we become so dependent on it that we cannot function without it, and that is not healthy.
Yeah.
So that is important.
Yeah.
So as you're wrapping up, what will you, if you have to tell our viewers, what were some last minute words that you want to tell our viewers when it comes to rest and relaxation, or anything that you think is going to help our viewers?
So one thing that we have to bear in mind is our body needs rest.
Okay.
It's part of God's institution. Even God himself, he rested after creation. And so that alone tells that our system needs rest. And so we shouldn't have it in mind that, well, we're in America, and in America everything is, fast-paced. So we have to follow what the system is. Those who built this country, even though they have all these in there, they also made time to rest. The president takes vacation, he goes to Florida and then play golf.
Yep.
So what I want to tell our viewers is try to find time, to invest in your system, in your body. Have enough rest if you can. And also, if you have the means, take a vacation. It builds a bond between you and your kids. Instead of you always, some people, there are some homes, the parents only see the kids in the morning or even in the night. But then when you take a vacation together, you are together. Maybe even if it's a day, you are together the whole day. So it helps build a bond. You get to talk, you get to know what is happening in their lives and all that. So what I would say is try to find time, this summer, if you can. I believe everybody have vacation time at work. And so put in your vacation time. Take a week or two. If you can, take a weekend. Just relax yourself, get restored, renew your system, and then you can go back to work. So that is what I'll tell my viewers.
Thank you so much. Our Deacon, Dr. Apia Kobe, really have hit on key words. We started with relaxation, and then we end up with planning your summer or really enjoying your summer. So if you are watching us, we really want you to take the summer, the next 2 months or 3 months that the kids are home, to really spend quality time with them. The kids are around. Even if you don't have kids, you take time out for yourself. The relaxation helps your body, and the time out really also help you to feel rejuvenated and connected so you could do great things. And really at the end of the day, it's for your overall health. You need it, you need to practice it. And just remember, like my co-host said, even started with 2 minutes. By the end of the time, you realize that, you can do more. And even the vacation time, if you don't even take a vacation, at least take the weekend. So by the time you realize one day, sometimes people don't even take a whole week that they have, but take 1 day a week. 1 day a week. Yeah. 1 day a week. By the time you realize your 2 weeks vacation, you have taken it throughout the summertime. So remember, people do Friday, they take Friday off. So you can take Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or you can do Monday, off, and you can do, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And that is 1 day a week that you are taking that it will accumulate to your 2 weeks vacation during the summertime. So please, please practice taking time off for yourself, because in the end, it will really help you to feel better and enjoy the summer. That's what we want to see you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thank you very much for staying with us. We know that you really, really want relax. And that's why we are coming to you with ways you can relax. So if you're listening and you're wondering how you can do this, you may need a support system. You may need somebody you'll be accountable to. So find somebody who also really, really, really wants to take rest. What you need from yourself or what your family needs from you is love and time. Time that you spend. It's not buying more things.
Yep.
So let's not work too hard trying to accumulate all these things. Let's find love and let's find time for ourselves. Let's enjoy the time that God has given us. We will not have it all the time.
Nope, we will not.
Let's not try to accumulate the whole world. We may get all these things, but still not be happy, not be relaxed. It's not, Bible says that your life does not consist of the abundance of the things you have. It's just you being satisfied and thankful for what you have and managing the little that you have. And God's blessings is what makes you rich, not how hard you run around. So take time, relax, and be fulfilled. God bless you for staying with us.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching. So at this time, we'd like to thank our sponsor. First, we'd like to thank our guests. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you for coming. It has been an honor and a privilege. Thank you so much. We also want to thank our viewers for watching us. We also want to thank, of course, our sponsors. So if you are watching and you want to be a sponsor, we would love for you to be our sponsor. So please go ahead with our sponsors.
Thanks to Ashan Collection, supply of electronics and consumer products for supporting this program. Contact them on 024-354-8925 or 0276-380091. Thanks to El Shaddai International Market, where you can get all the things that you want from Africa, from Asia, from everywhere. You get it there. Thanks to Lean Foundation and Ministries for your support. Thanks to you also for your comments. We look forward to having more support. Thanks to our producer, Alda Sifi, and the technical team. God bless you so much for making us shine on the set.
Yes, we really appreciate it.
We do.
We also want to thank our national head, Apostle Marco, our regional head, Apostle Semna, and of course, our district pastor, Pastor Evans Barton, and the wife, Beatrice Barton. Thank you so much for all your support. And we also want to wish my wonderful husband happy birthday, sweetie. Bye, everyone.
Happy birthday.
I have water here.
Yes.
All the June people, happy
We'll
birthday
pound him
to
after.
all. Thank you all for watching us. Bye.
Bye.